Here we are on Father's Day at AM560 The Answer with Deborah Shriner, Jim Leahy, and me, Attorney Steven Leahy, on the IRS Radio Hour. We're gonna do the next segment.
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Know-It-All, the segment where Attorney Steven Leahy gives us his infinite wisdom on all things taxes. And this time we're going to be talking a little bit about real estate taxes when it comes to the sense of appraisals.
A short sale.
A short sale.
That's right. And what role does an appraisal play in a short sale? And
that's a good question.
Yes, because I help people with short sales. Short sale is sometimes the best way to get out of a foreclosure situation. And I have a lot of this where I help people in a foreclosure, and then nowadays a lot of the foreclosures, they're not letting you get out of the deficiency judgment. Back in the day, in the heyday of these foreclosures, a lot of these companies weren't seeking deficiency judgments against people. And a deficiency judgment, remember, is the difference between what I owe the mortgage company and what they sell the house for at a auction. So that difference can be very large, $100,000 more. Okay, and then they can come after me personally for that money, for what that $100,000 or more. Uh-huh. And so sometimes that's sometimes the best way to protect yourself. And I write a lot about this. So on my blog. So if you look at the blog, you'll see how to avoid a deficiency judgment. And there's different ways you can go. But one of the things you can do is you can do a short sale. And oftentimes a short sale will waive that deficiency judgment. Again, the difference between what I sell it for and what I owe them. And by definition, a short sale is when a mortgage company agrees to take less for the property than you owe for the property. But what they do is they go out and they get an appraisal of the property, and that appraisal is really is really going to dictate what they'll agree to take. So right now I have a short sale going. We have a realtor in our network of realtors, and she has shown the property to more than 30 people. I think 50 people, and we've had 8 to 10 offers. And they were all in the same way. They've kind of crept up over the last 6 months. They've kind of gone up because it's been on a long time. But the mortgage company won't agree to a short sale. And they won't agree because they've got some guy went out and did an appraisal, and the appraisal is way out of line. Way out of line. And we can't get the more. We keep telling them, take this. This is the best you're going to get. It's going on and on and on and on. Now, luckily, my client has been protected and is not going to face a deficiency judgment. So if the mortgage company does not agree to a short sale, my client's not going to be hurt either way. Yeah. So in my client's eyes, it doesn't really matter who's going to lose. The mortgage company's going to lose, course. And they keep. I don't.
But they already knew they were going to lose anyway, though.
Well, they're going to lose something, but they don't. But the longer they're holding this, see now, this is up in the North Shore. What are they going to lose? How about taxes? You're going to pay the taxes for the next year, and that's not a small number.
No.
So maybe I'll get $10,000 more, but if I'm paying $15,000 more in taxes, I've just lost $5,000 more, and I could have gotten rid of it early, and I wouldn't have the holding costs and all this other stuff.
That's why it's so important to hit the market at the right price, and this is this is why it's so important.
Now, in this situation that I'm talking about here, really nothing you can do about it. We keep bringing in offers, and they're all in the same area. That must be the value.
That's the price,
because that's what people are willing to pay, right? A market price is what a willing buyer and a willing seller are willing to agree to a price. But if they have this outrageous opinion about what the value of the property is, and they won't ever agree to the actual value of the property. Yes. So it's a obstacle very hard to overcome. Same thing if I'm trying to buy a home and I go out and I get a mortgage company and they send out an appraiser. If the appraiser comes up and the value of the home is if they come up with a value much more than what I'd say actually. Anyway, it's really my loan is going to be based on what that appraisal is.
100%.
And if I don't get the right appraisal, if the right numbers don't come in, they're not going to give me my loan.
This is what's important, though, because I know you refer people to great great mortgage companies.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be the Donald Trump, like beautiful, huge, great. But it's true though. To reputable mortgage, and I do, and that's the same thing with me as well. You have to trust your agent or your lawyer or your attorney. You have to trust them because they are going to lead you to the
I'm going to say one more
land.
thing before we go on with this, and that's because one of the problems back in the collapse of the real estate market was because they weren't really they were sending out any appraiser, and the appraisers were coming up way too high.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now they've corrected that, but I think they've gone the wrong way. The pendulum has swung the wrong way. Anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. That does answer my question because that's my particular situation. Not really. No. If it is your particular situation, I was trying to do something there. It didn't. I had to stop it before it got too wild. But if that's your particular situation, call Attorney Steven Leahy and open tax resolution. 312-664-6649 or visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. It's going to be your help to fight the IRS. We have a YouTube channel. Go on there. Watch the videos. It's great content. It's going to answer a question or two. If you have it, if that's your particular situation, because we talk about a lot of things. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, open tax resolutions are for you. 312-664-6649. Now, stay tuned because we're going to wrap the show up IRS Radio Hour style, the only way we know how to. And that's a hit it right out of the park here on AM560 The Answer.